Alright, guys. It's day 45, 44 of the NoFap journey. Not really sure. Just kind of wanted to do a quick check in. Not even sure what the goal of this here actually is. And about 10 minutes ago, about a half an hour ago, I started having a conversation with a friend about self improvement and just kind of like getting to where we wanted to go. And I don't know, for some reason, it just depressed me not to have the things that I want in life right now, not being where I want to be. And it's so crazy because yesterday I made a video about taking those little steps. But I don't know, man. Maybe it was just, I don't know what it was that just kind of triggered me, man. But I was getting frustrated, you know. I'm 25 and I feel like I should be doing so much more with my life. I should have my own home, know exactly what I want to do for a career right now. And it was just frustrating, man, because I'm just sitting there. I'm just like annoyed with myself, annoyed with my progress. Excuse me, annoyed with my progress. And I went to drop him off. He stays in a bad, rough side of the neighborhood, and found myself actually considering getting a prostitute, man. And it was scary. Like, it wasn't even like I was thinking. I parked the car and they just went to stand outside, like, by the mall. And I don't know. I didn't say anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was going. But, damn, man, it's a scary thought, man, because I just didn't know what to do with myself, man. And I was just frustrated. It's just one thing about this self improvement, the self development journey that, everybody comes to realize is like, you know, the whole concept of self development is what you're saying is that you're not, you're developing yourself because you're not good enough the way that you are right now. And it's a scary, or it's a hard thing to swallow. And it's like, at what point are you good enough? What point are your fitness goals good enough? What point are you, strong enough? What point are you, is your job good enough? Do you make enough money? Because the whole thing is you're constantly trying to improve. So by nature, you're saying, hey, like, I'm not a good enough person the way that I am currently constructed, you know? And it's just frustrating, it's just frustrating because you realize, what you're really doing, like I said, with the porn, when you stop watching porn or you stop a bad habit, it's like, it's kind of like temporarily your happiness level gets raised like to a degree, right? It's like if your base happiness is 5, if you accomplish a goal, like let's say you get the body that you want, you spend the next year and a half, 2 years in the gym, and you finally get the body that you want, and your base happiness level is 5, then it temporarily goes up to like an 8. But after that gets old, your base happiness level goes back down to the 5. And it's like in your mind, you always feel like everybody else's base happiness level is like a 7. So you always feel like you're chasing like this level of happiness, this level of security, and within yourself, to be like everybody, be happy like everybody else. But it's weird, it's hard to internalize, man, because we were talking about it. It was funny because we're sitting there laughing and joking, not joking. Well, we weren't joking. I mean, yeah, I guess we were kind of joking, laughing and joking. But we're having a conversation about depression and not hitting your goals, and everybody else that was probably watching while we're sitting there eating, having this conversation, we probably seem like the happiest people in the world, but in reality, we just weren't. Like, it was just, I don't know, it was a sad conversation. Being frustrated with your progress, man, and I suffer from mild depression, so I don't know, it's kind of weird, but to everybody else, we probably seem like we were happy, but so it's hard to internalize that, and he was saying is like to everybody else, we probably seem happy, so you have to think about that in reverse. So a lot of times when you think that, like I said, if your base happiness is 5 and everybody else is a 7, then you got to realize that everybody's base happiness level is about the same as yours. even though it's hard to internalize it like that. If you're into self development, or I don't know, maybe you suffer from depression, or you know, I guess not everybody's gonna feel exactly like what I'm saying is true, but that's how I feel. And damn man, I just want so much more out of life, and it can be so frustrating, guys. And I know you guys understand when you're not where you want to be, and when you're not getting the things that you're not where you want to be, or you're looking up and you thought you'd be further along. It can be so frustrating, so depressing sometimes, and you got to push through it. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. As embarrassing as it is to say that I almost had sex with I was had sex with a prostitute, because I just didn't feel good, and I think, fat and being a little sexually frustrated, I probably had a lot to do with it, because I don't know why we didn't think about that, but I don't know, it was just a trigger to see one of them walking down the street in their booty shorts and stuff. But, for anybody else, man, we're all, man, sometimes it's just frustrating, because you realize that success is this journey that you're never truly gonna reach. You're always, as soon as you kind of achieve something, it's like that you it's like success is like this X on a map, and as soon as you achieve it, you get to that X, it's like the X moves itself to another location, you know. So you keep thinking, if I get this $100,000 an hour job, or if I start this successful business, then I'll finally be happy. If I lose this amount of weight or get this body type that I want, I'll be finally happy. If I get this perfect girlfriend, I'll finally be happy. If I quit smoking, whatever, whatever your personal development goals, and it does bring you temporary happiness, but it's a hard thing to internalize that happiness really does come from within you. Like, you have to be. It's this weird paradox where you have to be comfortable with where you're at in life, and at the same time, um, you have to just be striving for more. Like, you don't want to become complacent. So it's like, it's this really weird paradox. It's really weird to think about, but that's how it is. But with that being said, guys, I'm signing out. Thanks. Peace.